Welcome everyone to Analog Tabletop, and this is how to play the Isle of Cats.
Welcome to Analog Tabletop.
In the description is a link to a quick start reference you can print out so you don't have to refer to the instruction booklet while playing. The Isle of Cats, you are a citizen of Squall's End and are on a mission to save as many ancient cats as possible from the recently found legendary Isle of Cats before the army of Vesh Darkan comes to destroy the island. Use your boat to store the cats before Vesh makes it to the isle. I'll go over full scoring later, but essentially the player that rescues the most cats on their boat is the winner. In addition to the regular multiplayer rules, the Isle of Cats family rules are a simplified rule set that can be played with younger children. Normal rules are simple enough that I'll be focusing on them in this video. There are also single player rules which I'll not be covering. Setup. Place all the blue, orange, green, red, and purple cats into the discovery bag. Be sure to leave out the white cat tiles. Also place the rare treasures in the bag. They appear gold. The copper-colored treasures are common treasures and should not be placed in the bag. Place the island in the center of the play area. Place Vesh's boat on space 5 of the day tracker. Place a number of each common treasure tiles below the island based on the number of players. Number is limited in each game, so once these are gone, you are unable to take any more common treasure. Place the white cats, the Oshaks, tiles below the common treasure. Place the wooden cat pieces, fish tokens, and permanent basket tokens in a supply near the board. Shuffle the discovery cards and place them in a face-down pile. Give each player a boat with the red cat symbol side pictured here, face up, and a permanent basket green side face up. By any means you like, decide who will be the first player. Each player should then choose a cat color to represent them and place the chosen cat figure on the island in turn order. So the player who was chosen as the first player places their cat at the top, and then the next player underneath, and so on. Now that we have one set up in front of us, let's take a look at our boat. The boat's storage is abstracted into small squares. Every one of these squares belongs to a room. There are 7 rooms on your boat, separated by walls, 6 of which are denoted with a symbol in the bottom left corner, while the large empty area does not contain a symbol, but it's important to remember that it is also a room. Whenever you rescue a cat, Oshaks, which are the white cats, or treasure, you place it on your boat. The tile must be placed so that it lines up with the squares on your boat. Tiles may be rotated and flipped in any direction, as long as they lay flat, and tiles can never overlap with each other. Tiles must fully sit within the edge of your boat. When you place your first tile, you can place it anywhere on your boat. After that, every other tile must be placed adjacent to another tile on your boat. Adjacency does not include diagonals. There are 5 treasure maps on your boat, each of a different color. If you place a cat of the matching color on top of the treasure map, gain any one common treasure and place it on your boat. There are a few terms that may come up on the cards during gameplay. A row is a single square line that runs horizontally on your ship. Similarly, a column is a single square line that runs vertically. In the Isle of Cats, each round, called a day, has 5 phases and a little bit of setup. The start player draws 2 cat tiles per player and places that amount on each side of the island. If you draw a rare treasure, place it near the common treasure and draw another tile. Phase 1, Fishing. In this phase, take 20 fish. Add the fish to any leftover from previous rounds. The larger tokens are worth 5 fish each. Phase 2, Explore. There are 2 steps in the Explore phase. First step, we are going to draft cards. Deal 7 cards to each player. From these cards, each player chooses 2 to keep and passes the remaining cards to the player on their left, if it is days 1, 3, or 5, and to the right on days 2 and 4. Repeat this by selecting cards and passing until all cards have been selected, including the last single card. Now that all 7 cards have been drafted, each player looks at their cards and chooses which cards they would like to keep by paying their cost in the top left corner in fish. For example, if I wanted these cards, I would pay 6 fish total and discard the rest of the cards into a face-down discard pile. How the different cards work will be explained in the coming phases. Purple cards are anytime cards and can be played anytime during the day that another player isn't resolving an action. To play the card, place it in front of you, read the text out loud, and then resolve the effect and discard the card. If 2 players wish to play anytime cards at the same time, resolve the cards in turn order. Phase 3, Read Lessons. Blue cards are lessons. Each player must play all lessons in their hand in this phase. In any of the other phases, you are able to choose which cards to play and how many to play. Public lessons are played face up and give scoring opportunities to every player. They are denoted by the public lesson text in the bottom left. Once played, the player who played it should read it aloud so that all players are aware of it. If the card asks the player to pick a color, that should be done now, placing a cat of the chosen color on top of the card. Play all of your regular lessons face down next to your boat. These should be splayed out, not in a stack, so that all players can determine how many lessons each player has. Phase 4, Rescue Cats. Next is the Rescue Cats phase. Rescue cards are green. Each player chooses the rescue cards they wish to play and then reveals them simultaneously. You do not have to play every rescue card, you can hold on to them for future rounds. The boot icon along with a number is your speed. Your total speed across all of the rescue cards you played is compared with other players. The player with the highest speed places their cat at the top of the island, followed by the player with the next highest speed, and so on. Now that the turn order has changed, beginning with the start player, each player takes turns rescuing cats until every player passes. You can only rescue one cat per turn. To rescue a cat, you must have a basket and the required fish. You can use a permanent basket by flipping it to the grayed outside, or use a basket printed on a card by discarding it. You can also flip over 2 broken baskets to use as one normal basket. You also have to pay the cost in fish to attract the cat to your boat. If the cat is from the left of the island, the cost is 3 fish, and 5 if it's from the right. Once you obtain a cat, you must place it on your boat following the placement rules we talked about earlier. While placing your cat, the next person can start taking their turn to keep the game moving. Please, if you like our video, subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a lot and costs nothing for you. Phase 5, Rare Finds. In this phase, each player takes turns playing one card in turn order. You can play a treasure card, which are yellow, or Oshax cards, which are brown. If you receive an Oshax or treasure, place it immediately on your ship following normal rules. When you play an Oshax, you must choose one of the cat families for the Oshax to befriend and place the corresponding cat figure on the Oshax. The Oshax now counts as that family as well as an Oshax for the rest of the game. Once each player has passed playing Rare Finds, any cats that were not rescued from the left or right fields flee and are placed back in the box. Update the day tracker, moving Vesh's boat forward 1 space. If Vesh's boat has reached the hand symbol, he has arrived on the island and it's time to do final scoring. Otherwise, flip used permanent baskets back over to their green side and start a new day by placing new cats on the island and starting phase 1. At the end of the game, use the score pad to add up everyone's score. The first thing to score is cat families in each color. A cat family is 3 or more cat tiles of the same color that are touching in a group. Using the chart on your boat, gain points based on the size of your blue, green, orange, and red families. If you have a family larger than 10, add 5 points per additional cat. For example, if I have a size 13 family, it would be worth 55 points. Gain 3 points for every rare treasure. Remember that these are the gold ones. Reveal your lessons, and if completed, add the points to your score. Check public lesson cards and add points from any completed, no matter who has played the public lesson. For each rat still visible on your boat, you receive -1 point. And for each room that is not completely filled, you get -5 points. Remember that the large hallway area is also a room, despite the squares not having a symbol on them. Total up the numbers, and the player with the most points is the winner. In case there is a tie, the tied players with the most fish wins. If tied players have the same amount of fish, then all tied players win. And that is all you need to know to play the Isle of Cats. Thanks everyone for watching. This is a new format for us, so let us know how you feel about it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time at Analog Tabletop.